Okay, so I'm trying it this way. I don't know if you guys have popped on. I tried to go live a few times, but my 2-year-old is acting like 2-year-old. And he's, oh man, he's like, mommy, 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 every time I start talking. So anyway, this is just what it's like being a coach and working from home. I really wanted to go live in our group because I know we have a lot of people from the UK, which is really exciting. And I wanted to catch you guys because I know we have a whole 5-hour difference. So I'm starting our sneak peek at, US time, but I really want to catch you guys over in the UK. So I have him calling people on my phone, hopefully just my mom. No, don't call anybody else, okay? Yeah, good. So I have him calling people. So anyway, so I'm Lisa Hastings, and I wanted to pop on here just to share my story about why I became a coach. But really, I wanted to welcome you guys to our group. It's really exciting to be a coach, and it's really exciting to work on yourself. And just give yourself that time, give yourself something to do outside like what you're doing normally with your life. So a little background about me. I'm married, I'm a mom of 2. I have 2 boys. One is 5, he's gonna be 6 this year, and the other one is 2. And so a little background about me. I'm just going to take you guys over here because my son is now talking to my mom, thank God. I'm gonna take you into my basement so we don't hear their conversation. Okay, so a little bit about me, background about me. As far as like a fitness and nutrition aspect, so I was like a type of person where I would work out for a couple of weeks at a time, get to my goal weight. I was very attached to the scale, and I weighed myself like every morning and kind of like punished myself every single time like the scale went to a certain number. So I would work out and eat really healthy, eat salads, and eat minimal, and just very, very unhealthy way of going about exercise and nutrition. And I was also a very big closet eater. I called myself a closet eater. And it's because when I would wake up in the morning, I was starving, like my stomach was growling, and I would eat all day long, and I would literally go to bed eating something. Like I couldn't go to bed with a feeling that I was hungry because then I couldn't sleep. And then I would just be up all night being like, I'm really hungry. So I literally ate all day long. And so I was like this binger where I would fall into these really bad nutrition habits. The scale would go up a little bit, and then I would punish myself and eat salads and exercise for a couple of weeks. So I would go back and forth. But it wasn't until I moved in with my husband that I realized like I was a closet eater. Like I ate so much that people didn't even realize how much I ate. And I didn't even realize how abnormal it was until he would be like, oh, where are those, chips that we bought? Didn't we buy like 3 bags of chips at the grocery store? And I was like, oh, I ate them while you were in the shower. And he's like, but you ate dinner too, like you were starving all day. And I was like, yeah. So I didn't even realize that like I had all these unhealthy habits around food. So food just never felt like it was enough for me, and I just had this like insane appetite. So anyway, my son was born in May of 2013. Just out of breath because I just finished my workout. But my son was born in 2013, and it was a crazy year. He had undiagnosed food allergies that went all the way until he was a year old, and we just had the craziest, insane first year of being parents. He had a lot of like digestive issues, and he was up screaming all night. So I coined the term zombie mommy for myself. It wasn't until I started with coaching that I realized there were other zombie mommies out there. But it was crazy. But I was home with him, and I just kind of like I just went through the motions and kind of like lost myself as a person. I fell into this whole mom routine of just dragging myself through the day. But I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. That was always my goal and dream, because I just wanted to always be there for my kids growing up, especially while they were little, and I just didn't want to miss anything. So, but that obviously came with sacrifices, and I sacrificed a lot. I quit my job, so therefore I wasn't earning any money, and I felt like I couldn't buy anything for myself because, you know, we had a baby, and I felt like if I bought anything for myself, I was taking it away from my son. But I didn't really worry about losing weight or anything like that the first year. I just figured it would happen naturally. So there I am, a mom. I'm a zombie mommy. I don't have an income, so I feel like I can't buy anything for myself. I fell into this rut, very depressed mode after I found out that my son had anaphylactic food allergies. And I just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. I just felt like I was going through the motions, and that whole year just had passed, and I was in this crazy space. But anyway, so I just, you know, getting dressed every day was horrible. I just had the most awful feeling. I had no clothes that fit. Summer was approaching, and I literally cried every day. And I just had zero energy, fatigued on a daily basis, and I was stuck in a rut. And I did try here and there to start a workout program from home because going to classes was just tough to get to. I would have intentions of going to night classes because obviously, you know, I have a kid, I need a babysitter. So going to like the gym or going to a class was worked around somebody watching my kid. So often it was night classes, and often I was dressed and nursing my baby to sleep, only to realize that the class had came and went, and I fell asleep on the couch or in the chair, whatever, nursing camp. So I just wasn't getting anywhere. And whenever I tried doing this at-home workout program, it was Jillian Michaels' 30-Day Shred, and it was my jam. I loved that program. But after I had my baby, I just couldn't keep up with the same boring workout every single day, 3 days a week, whatever I was doing, and then I would quit 2 weeks into it because it was just too much on my body. All that jumping and craziness was just too much on my body. I needed this like low impact, like Pilates yoga style. And I was very into Pilates, but again, couldn't go to class. So I saw a post from my coach, this girl, Taryn. We met in a mom group on Facebook, and she added me to her friends list so that she could add me to a mom group on Facebook. And little did I know that that ad would turn into something amazing. But like I said, I was very, very depressed, and I almost deleted her on Facebook because there she was, this happy mom, and I was this miserable mom. And not only her, but I almost deleted like half of my friends on Facebook because I was like, I am in this miserable, depressed mode, and I just couldn't handle seeing anybody happy. But thank God I did not delete her, or anybody for that matter, because she ended up changing my life. She posted about PIO, which is this low impact, high intensity workout program. There was no cardio. It was a different workout every day. Hi, baby. Oh my God. It was a different workout every day, and it just, I reached out to a total stranger, and for me, this introvert, shy person, to reach out to a total stranger, like that's where I was in my life. So I reached out to her, and she got me started with PIO. It's a 60-day program. I completed it in 60 days, and it was just, it changed my life around. And when she posted about the coach opportunity, I was like, I have to check this out because I fell in love with Shakeology. 2-3 weeks into drinking Shakeology, I realized like I was not eating my life. I was not eating the pantry. I was not waking up starving. I wasn't going to bed eating. I wasn't eating all day long. For the first time in my life, I felt nutritionally satisfied. I felt like, wow, I'm not going into the pantry and looking for something. And what I found out about Shakeology, what? I know. What I found out about Shakeology after I signed up to be a coach is that it fills the gaps in our nutrition. The apple we eat today is not the same apple our ancestors ate. It's not as nutriently dense, and therefore our bodies are craving nutrients, they're craving vitamins, they're craving minerals, they're craving all of these things. But when we crave these things, we look for it in salty and sweet foods like chips and cookies and cakes. And that's empty calories. So we eat these things thinking like that's what our body wants, but it really doesn't. It wants something else. So 2 to 3 weeks into drinking Shakeology, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I stopped eating after dinner. And it was like, I remember talking to my husband about it, and I was like, I didn't want to, like, you stuck? Sorry, hang on 1 second. He's got a stroller wrapped around his neck. Hang on. Sorry. So anyway, so I talked to my husband. I was like, wow, I'm just noticing that I am not eating all day. I'm eating breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, and that's it. Well, actually, I didn't even have a snack after dinner. That was it. Like, I stopped eating after dinner, and that was huge for me. And therefore, Shakeology became worth it, right? That second month, I was like, I need it. I had stopped drinking it for about a week, 2 weeks in between, because I kind of wanted to see what would happen, and all those bad habits came back. And so I decided, I was like, I need this. But it's expensive. But also, I stopped shopping down the junk food aisle, and junk food is expensive. It's really expensive, okay? Those bags of chips, empty calories, you eat the whole bag, you're still hungry, you go eat more. It's a bad routine. So anyway, so I realized I needed this in my life. And at the same time, right after I ordered that bag, my coach posted about the coach opportunity and how I can get a discount on Shakeology. And I was like, put me in that group. I need the discount right now because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I shouldn't be buying this in the first place. I don't like spending money on myself, but it's helping me in so many ways. And kind of evening out in our money anyway, as far as like what we were spending in our money and our groceries. I'm like, it's evening out anyway because Shakeology is about $4 a meal, and I was eating so much stuff all day long. So I was like, put me in this group. I need to know what it's all about. And I said to myself, if I can change one person's life being a coach and get a discount on Shakeology and earn a little money to cover the cost of my own products, it would be all worth it. So there I am. I signed up to be a coach. And my first customer was my sister. And she started the 21-day fix with me. She was my first customer. We're not having milkies right now. And she lost 23 pounds in 21 days. And I realized, okay, let's go. And I realized that if I could change one person's life, if this works for me and it works for my sister, and she lost that much weight, which she was dying to lose, and tried so many things, so many unhealthy things, and if I could do that in a very healthy way, I'll be right there. And if I could do that in a very healthy way and help so many other people and earn an income just to pay for my products, like I was changing, like I changed my sister's life. And that was it. I was sold from there on being a coach. And I just realized that I could actually make something of this. And I could be home with my kids, and I could work around my kids' schedule, and it could be just something amazing. And the support in the community that we have is really incredible. Yeah. The support in the community that we have, and this team that I grew into, and just the people that I have met in the past 4.5 years being a coach, being in challenge groups, I never knew that there could be people out there that are like me. I often felt, okay, I know, we're gonna have it. Yeah. What can you get? So anyway, so I felt like I wasn't alone for the first time, because when I became a parent, I felt like I kind of lost myself. Mommy! And I was very different. I was a very different mom from a lot of my friends, and I felt very lonely, very depressed, and it was just something that fulfilled such a void in my life. I know. Can we have these in a second? I'm almost done, I promise. And I felt like if I can fulfill that void in my life, this void where I felt so alone as a mom, because I met so many incredible people that are like me, that think like me, that are like me, that think like me, and relate to me on so many different levels, not even just on a mom level, but on just a person level. And I felt like and I felt like even if this didn't grow into some crazy $1 million business for me, that I would still do it because it's brought so much awesome and amazingness into my life. And I hope that came through in my message. It can be a little distracting when you have a little one screaming in your ear. I know, give me a second. But this is just my life as a coach. I would normally do this, like I said, I would normally do videos like this and go live and stuff when he's not awake, just because it can be a little distracting. But I wanted to make sure that I reached the UK people. And so that's my story about being a coach. I love my team and I love everybody on it. Set a microphone now. And I'm looking forward to everyone that's going to join our team and that's going to run with us and have this amazing experience and coaching journey with everybody. All right, so stay tuned. There's going to be so many more awesome videos popping up. Stay tuned, okay?